Today, I would like to talk to you about the role and skill requirements for a web development crew. As you know, web development is an essential aspect of the tech industry, and a web development crew comprises various individuals with different skill sets. The crew typically includes an information architect, a front-end developer, a back-end developer, a full-stack developer, and a UX/UI designer. Each of these roles is essential for the success of a web development project. Let's dive in to discuss several roles of web development crew. An information architect is someone who helps to organize and structure the content on a website. Just like how a library organizes books by category and shelf, an information architect organizes the content on a website so that it's easy for users to find what they're looking for. Here are a few ways that an information architect might work as part of a web development crew. 1. Planning the website structure. Before a website is built, an information architect might work with the web design and development team to plan out how the website will be organized. They might create a sitemap or wireframes that show how different pages and sections of the website will be linked together. 2. Designing navigation menus. An information architect might also help design the navigation menus that users will use to move around the website. They'll consider things like what information is most important, what users are likely to be looking for, and how to keep the navigation simple and intuitive. 3. Developing content strategies. In addition to organizing the content on a website, an information architect might also help to develop content strategies. This might include things like deciding what types of content should be on the website, how to present that content in a way that's easy to understand, and how to make sure that the website's content is up to date and accurate. Overall, the role of an information architect is to help create a website that's easy to use and helps users find the information they need. They are an important part of a web development crew and work closely with other team members to create great websites. A user experience designer, known as UX designer, is someone who helps to make sure that a website is easy and enjoyable to use for the people who visit it. They consider things like how users will interact with the website, what they're likely to be looking for, and how to make sure they have a good experience. A user interface designer, known as UI designer, is someone who helps to design the look and feel of a website. They consider things like the colors, fonts, and layout of the website, as well as how to make sure it looks attractive and is easy to navigate. Here are a few ways that UX and UI designers might work as part of a web development crew. 1. Conducting user research. Before a website is built, a UX designer might conduct user research to learn more about the people who will be using the website. They might do surveys, interviews, or usability testing to learn about what users want and need from the website. 2. Designing user flows. A UX designer might also design user flows, which are maps that show how users will move through the website to find what they're looking for. This helps to make sure that the website is easy to navigate and that users can find what they need quickly and easily. 3. Creating wireframes. A UI designer might create wireframes, which are like blueprints for a website. They show how different elements of the website will be laid out and how users will interact with them. This helps to make sure that the website looks and works the way it should. 4. Designing visual elements. A UI designer might also design the visual elements of the website, like the colors, fonts, and graphics. They'll consider things like the website's branding, what will appeal to the website's target audience, and how to make the website look attractive and professional. Overall, the role of UX and UI designers is to make sure that a website is easy to use, looks good, and provides a great experience for the people who visit it. They work closely with other members of a web development crew to create websites that are both functional and beautiful. Front-end developer. Do you know how when you visit a website or play a game online, you see things like pictures, text, and buttons that you can click on? All of those things are part of what we call the front end of the website or game. Front-end development is the process of designing and building all of those things that you see and interact with on a website or game. It involves creating the layout of the page, choosing the colors and fonts to use, and deciding where to put different pieces of information. Front-end developers use special tools and languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create these things. HTML is like the building blocks of a website. It tells the computer what should be on the page and where it should go. CSS is used to style the page, like choosing the colors and fonts to use. And JavaScript is used to add special effects or make the page interactive, like creating a button that does something when you click on it. All of these things together make up what we call the front end of a website or game. So the next time you visit a website or play a game online, you'll know that there were developers who worked hard to create all of the things you see and interact with. Back-end developer. The back-end developer is responsible for building the part of a website or app that you can't see, things like the servers that store data, the databases that keep track of information, and the APIs that allow different parts of the website or app to communicate with each other. So when you order a pizza from your favorite pizza place, the chef makes the pizza and the waiter brings it to your table. But behind the scenes, the back end of the restaurant is making sure that your order gets processed correctly, that the ingredients are stocked, and that the bills get paid. And just like the back end of a restaurant, the work that a back-end developer does is crucial to making sure that everything runs smoothly on a website or app. Full-stack developer. A full-stack developer is someone who can create and manage an entire website or app from start to finish. They are like chefs who can cook an entire meal from scratch, from appetizers to dessert. To become a full-stack developer, you need to have many different skills. Here are a few examples. 1. Front-end development. This is like the appetizers and entrees of a meal. It involves creating the parts of the website or app that users see and interact with, such as buttons, menus, and forms. To do this, you need to know programming languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. 2. Back-end development. This is like the behind-the-scenes work that goes into making a meal, such as cooking the ingredients and cleaning up afterwards. It involves creating the parts of the website or app that users don't see, such as the database and server. To do this, you need to know programming languages like Node.js, PHP, Python, and Ruby. 3. Design. This is like the presentation of the meal, making it look attractive and inviting. It involves creating the layout and visual design of the website or app. To do this, you need to have an eye for design and know how to use tools like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva, or CorelDRAW. 4. Problem solving. This is like the ability to fix things that go wrong while cooking a meal, such as adjusting the heat or finding a substitute ingredient. As a full-stack developer, you'll need to be able to troubleshoot problems that come up in the website or app and figure out how to fix them. Just like how a chef needs to learn different cooking techniques and be creative with their recipes, a full-stack developer needs to learn many different skills and be creative with their coding. It can be a challenging and rewarding job, and there's always something new to learn. Unicorn developer. A unicorn web developer is someone who is really good at building websites. They are called unicorn because they are rare and have a lot of different skills. Just like a unicorn is a mythical creature with many different abilities, a unicorn web developer has a diverse set of skills that make them a valuable asset to any team. In conclusion, web development is a challenging and rewarding field that requires a diverse skill set and a team-oriented approach. As your coach, I would like to emphasize the importance of collaboration, communication, mentorship, guided activities, and problem-solving skills in this field.